recent news of Cassie sitting down with the feds. I don't know. I don't see these people as victims, honestly. I don't see Cassie as a victim. Because look at her situation. And first of all, I just want to let y'all know that I don't care about Puff. Like I don't give a like the man does not pay my bills, but I gotta keep it real. Like I mean I don't like how he handled the Tupac situation. If for those who don't know what I'm referring to when I say that, is that when he put out a hit on Tupac. So when Cassie comes out and sues him and says all this and that, I'm just like, come on, really? Like seriously, that's what we're doing? Like if Puffy was so bad, if he was this monster, then how long was Cassie with him? Like what, 10 plus years? 10 plus years? Come on. If he was so bad, why didn't you say something back then? But when you leave him and the money runs out, the money runs dry. Okay, she sues him and says all this stuff, but then I don't know, man. I just feel like these people need to be held responsible. Everybody who saw something and let it slide, because that means you were cool with it. You were only cool with it when it benefited you, when it was lining up with your pockets. Same thing for Gene Deal. First of all, I think he's a fucking fraud. I don't see no pictures with him with Puff around that time. What was it, 2099? From when that shooting went down at Club New York? I don't see no pictures. And he only says these things, and people like to back him up, and I think his followers are just as dumb as he is. He's always been saying, no, he's not. He's only said this when he's being paid to go on a platform and say whatever that comes to mind, or whatever that's on the internet. So it's like, you were cool with it. He was such a monster, then I think, then you would have said something then. But you let it slide. You see this. You're in the same room. You're in the same room when this thing's going down. Like, why don't you do nothing? Why didn't you do anything? I think these people, we need to hold them responsible. Cassie needs to be held responsible. Cassie needs to be asked, why didn't she come forward sooner? A lot of things could have been prevented. A lot of people he supposedly hurt, Puff has supposedly have hurt, or allegedly has hurt, could have been prevented if you come forward sooner. If he's such a monster. Now, I don't care what a man does in his bedroom, who he kisses at night. I really don't care. But if it's not consensual and forced, or with someone underage, then obviously he's a piece of shit. I don't care what happens to him. But the fact that this is going down and you don't say nothing, I think that makes you just as bad as he is. Just as bad. He's gonna come forward. They're gonna testify. Man, I don't give a f. You should have said something back then. That was the time. If you have these tapes, you have proof, then let them put them out. Why do you have to be paid for this? Why are you holding these people that have evidence? Why are you holding it as a ransom just to get you paid? Because obviously, if they were paid, they wouldn't have said nothing. So how does that make them look? But it frustrates me, because it really does. All right, let's say Puff did all this. Let's say he was the monster or these allegations are true, and Puff is really a monster, and he's been doing this for years and decades, right? So y'all didn't say anything, and y'all was cool with not saying anything because he was paying you, or you benefited in somewhat way, right? And it just reminds me of the R. Kelly situation. These parents, they knew what was up with R. Kelly. They heard the rumors. I'm pretty sure they saw it. They know what it was. So the parents brought their daughter R. Kelly. They wanted to make her into a star, a superstar, a singer, or whatever it was. And the moment they didn't benefit from him, okay, this is not a singing career, is not coming out of this relationship, then okay, we're gonna accuse this man that he has our daughter trapped. I'm pretty sure they over exaggerated a lot of things to get that man wrapped up. But hey, man, I think they're co-conspirators. This is my opinion. You're just as bad as he is. And that's what it is. That's all. That's my 2 cents. That's all I got. Peace. Like, subscribe, comment.